Louvado seja Deus, que Ele abençoe esta terra.
Praised be God. May He bless this earth. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Un ciclo hoy se cierra para comenzar uno nuevo.
Um ciclo hoje se
Today a cycle is closed for a new one to begin.
Ese nuevo ciclo viene al encuentro de mis hijos.
e este novo
And this new cycle comes
para que mis hijos se puedan fortalecer,
para que meus filhos possam
so that my children may strengthen themselves,
para que aprendan a profundizar en el amor,
para que aprendam
so that you may learn how to deepen in
la
love
vivencia de la gracia divina.
e na
and
vivência
in
da
the
graça.
living of divine grace.
Este ciclo hoy se cierra conmigo.
Este ciclo hoje se
Today the cycle is closed with me
Y de mi corazón
e de meu
and from my
de
heart
cada uno de mis hijos.
ao coração de cada
to-
dos meus filhos.
to each heart of my
Me
children.
alegra ver la respuesta de los orantes.
Alegra-me ver a resposta dos orantes,
It rejoices me to see the response of the praying
a maturidade
ones,
das consciências,
the maturity of the consciousnesses,
Los creyentes.
a
the
responsabilidade dos
responsibility of the faithful ones.
Porque aunque no lo parezca, hijos míos,
porque ainda que não pareça, filhos,
Because even though it does not
el plan de Dios
sense,
se construye en la humanidad,
o plano de
the
Deus,
plan of God is built in humanity,
aunque sea silenciosamente.
ainda que seja
even though
silencioso,
it is silently.
Hoy vengo como esa rosa de luz
hoje
Today I come as this rose of light
que debe abrirse en sus corazones,
que deve ser
that
abrido,
must be opened in your hearts,
que debe estar en el centro de sus esencias,
that must be in the center of your essences,
para que aún más
para que ainda mais
so that
el
even
misterio
more
de Dios pueda ser revelado al mundo
the mystery of God may be revealed to the world
y sus criaturas de la tierra
e suas criaturas da
and His creatures of the earth, all the human beings,
tomen conciencia de la vida superior y espiritual,
tomem
may be
consciência
aware
superior
of the
espiritual,
higher and spiritual life,
para que puedan vivir la voluntad de Dios,
para que possam viver
so that they may live the will of God
conforme como Él lo ha escrito.
conforme Ele o escreveu.
as He wrote it.
Oh hijos míos,
Today, my
vengo
children,
a contemplar las maravillas de Dios
Venham contemplar as
I come to contemplate the wonders of God
que realizan en la vida de las personas,
que se realizam
that
na
are
vida das
realized in the
en
lives,
el alma de cada creyente de Dios,
pessoas, na alma de cada
in
crente,
the soul of each faithful,
en el espíritu
of
de
God,
cada ser,
no espírito
in
de
the
cada
spirit of
participa
each being
de la buena nueva para el fin de estos tiempos.
que participa
that
para
participates
o fim destes tempos.
in the gospel of these times.
Hoy vengo a darle importancia
Hoje,
Today I come to give importance
a las que han alcanzado sus vidas
to the fortress
suas vidas,
that
en el
your
camino de la
lives
oración y de la transformación
reached
caminho da oração,
in the path of prayer and
y de
transformation,
la dedicación al plan divino,
da dedicação ao
the
plano
dedication to the divine plan,
da entrega absoluta,
al
of
llamado
the
de Dios,
ao chamado
total surrender to the call of God
tiempo y de
that presents itself from time to time.
em tempo e de etapa em etapa.
hoy
Hoje
Today,
tiempo
é o tempo
de ver
it is the time to know with eyes of hope
milagros de Dios
the miracles of
en
God
esta humanidad,
in this humanity.
a pesar de que el mundo se esté purificando,
apesar de que o mundo
And even though the world is being purified
aún no encuentre la paz.
and it still
encontre a paz,
doesn't find peace.
Pero si ustedes, hijos míos,
But if you, my children,
han vivido esa paz
viver
have lived this peace with me,
junto a mi hijo y San José,
junto ao meu filho
Together
São José,
with my son and Saint Joseph, in each moment of prayer,
en cada momento de súplica,
in each moment of supplication,
en donde sus almas se confirman
quando
in
suas
which
almas
your souls
a este compromiso celestial
confirm themselves
compromisso celestial
to the celestial commitment they have to live on earth.
por hoy ser un día especial para mí y para ustedes, hijos míos.
por hoje ser dia especial para mim e
By
para
today
vocês.
being a special day for me and for you, my children,
Debajo del planeta están quietas.
As forças
the opposite forces of the planet
Y un momento de paz se
are
establece en
quiet,
la conciencia de la humanidad.
and a moment of peace is established
da humanidade.
in the consciousness of humanity.
La muerte inexplicable no es provocada.
A morte inexplicável não é
The
provocada.
inexplicable death is not.
La oportunidad de ver a Dios.
As almas têm a oportunidade
Souls have an opportunity to live God
sumergidas en los planos internos,
because by being submerged in the inner planes,
alcanzan la misericordia
they reach the mercy of God
y la piedad divina.
and the divine piety.
Este é o momento
Que tanto
This is the moment
que tanto havia
that I
esperado
have so long waited for
e poder ver com meus olhos de graça
and see with my eyes of grace
en la tierra,
the
realizar
will of God be fulfilled on earth,
todas las imperfecciones,
muito além das imperfeições,
despite beyond
das
all
enfermidades
imperfections,
ou das dúvidas.
illnesses, and doubts.
el triunfo del corazón de Dios
The triumph of the heart of God
siempre debe estar presente en sus vidas,
must always be present in your lives,
fortaleciendo esa confianza
Fortalecendo
strengthening this
de
confidence
poder estar con Dios
e esta intimidade
and this
de poder estar
intimacy of being
con su vida
with God
material
em comunhão com sua
in
vida
communion with His
e com
immaterial life and with the whole universe.
toda la tierra.
é que hoje o céu
It's-
toca a terra.
La aurora renace
Heavens
A aurora
touched
y las
the
estrellas
earth
caídas
today,
se elevan
and the fallen stars
por el
are elevated
y de la redención.
by the impulse of light and redemption.
Y en este firmamento celestial,
And in this celestial firmament
por encima de mí,
está aberto.
that is open,
Dios puede testimoniar
Deus pode testemunhar
God
la respuesta del amor de sus
may witness the response of the love that His children,
criaturas tienen,
the love that His creatures have
aquello que es desconocido,
for that
inalcanzable,
which is unknown.
conhecido ou inalcançável.
pero hoy el misterio no guarda ningún secreto.
Mas hoje o
But
mistério
today the mystery does not keep any
Las puertas
secrets.
de los cielos están abiertas
as portas dos céus estão abertas
The heaven doors are open
para que la hermandad celestial pueda trabajar en la humanidad.
para que
so that the celestial brotherhood may work in humanity
Un profundo e interno equilibrio
and a profound and inner
se establezca
balance
en todo
may be established in all those who have said yes,
por quienes que
for those who have said no. My children, the spiritual universe communicates with the earth, and this inner contact is established between your souls and God, between His attributes and principles that come to realize on earth the divine will.
muchas deudas impagables hoy son perdonadas por mi gracia.
Many doubts are today forgiven by my grace. Many inexplicable healings are today conceived, and you will see throughout the times the work of divine grace that comes from the heart of your celestial mother through the impulse God sends to his creatures. That is why, my children, never cease to
poder alcanzar lo alto,
aspire for reaching
y que las
the high,
celestiales vengan a su encuentro.
and that the celestial spheres come to meet you. Your hearts are already
Para estar en comunión con
prepared
el celestial,
for being in communion with the celestial universe.
por eso lo que hoy les entrego es algo muy material.
That is why what I give you today is something very immaterial. One of the greatest treasures of God that comes from His source, given by His eternal heart for a destroyed humanity that has forgot about love by not seeing the truth. But you, my children, who have walked by my side and continue to do so, for this surrender of life to the will of God, for the fulfillment of His plan, for the concretization of His grace and mercy on earth. Keep in perseverance and faith, because this is what will re-establish peace within you and in the world. In this new cycle that comes with our sacred hearts, great challenges will come to the doors of your hearts. Important missions will have to be fulfilled for this final cycle, so as to continue generating balance in humanity and in this planet that is so wounded and outraged. Together we will build the aspirations of God. When your response is unconditional, true and simple, before the heart of the hierarchy, while the universe stops for listening to my word and contemplate my presence, in the presence of the living God, I bring to earth a great opportunity. Because on this special day, I have plead to God in union with your prayers and hearts to continue to coming to the world, because my children cannot be without a guide and instruction. But I aspire that someday the word of the hierarchy may be valued, and know that each one of our words is a key that opens a door for your liberation and redemption, for the conduction of the life of your spirit by means of the path of truth and good. Now that moment has come to work even more with the planet, so that the doors to evil may be closed, and for the hearts to be reborn in love, and know that they're not alone, and God awaits to embrace each one of His children, so that you may feel the love of His paternity and eternal love, inextinguishable love. And this is the same love I offer to you every day, my children. And by means of my rosary and by means of my rose of peace, because I know your hearts and lives are able to transform themselves in a beautiful flower, and that it may be offered to God all the time. Thus your essence will shine. Thus His purpose will be fulfilled, and you will fulfill the mission you came to fulfill on earth. You'll not be distant from the truth, but very close to the fountain of wisdom, living and following the principles that the divine messengers have delivered to you throughout the last times. All these principles are a doorgate to the healing of humanity, because many miracles have already been conceived to the world. And now it is time for my children to conquest by means of their effort and prayer these miracles. The door of grace is open for many more to submerge in His ocean of light and grace. You just have to make the right effort, and the right and simple effort. Today, I collect with my hands your essences, transformed in roses of peace, that will be presented before the Eternal Father in this time and this cycle, with the experience of love and forgiveness led by you. For this experience of love and forgiveness to continue to be spread, so that the whole earth may be blessed by an extraordinary grace. I receive from your hearts your pleas and intentions. I embrace in my maternal heart each one of your souls. And just as I had my child in my arms, today I have you, so that you may know you are under my protection, in the arms of the love of God and His infinite grace. Ignite in you the flame of the love of God, and may this flame never be dissipated. May this flame be ignited by your prayer and service for others, for the triumph of my Immaculate Heart. I will be with you, my children, transmitting my instructions from now on, every Sunday, until what God asked me is fulfilled. Keep being vigilant of prayer and zealous of the Eucharist, so that the attributes of God may be established on earth, and souls may never, ever again forget that love will always triumph. And now I want to listen to a song as if it was a prayer. That will be offered by each one of you in this special moment of renewal, together with the hierarchy. The song is called "To Look at You." And thus, my children, I bless you, and I pour my peace to you, so that peace may be on earth. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Song number 65. I thank you for responding to my call. Song number 65.
Dios muy cerca de mí, mirarte a ti es volar, mirarte a ti es soñar, que puedo